want to firstly apologize to the media for waiting up too long. Sincerely appreciate your patience. Thank you very much for being here. This is an important uplink and a press release to inform our country at the backdrop of what happened yesterday, the unfortunate incident of lawlessness that permeated our city. Started off with ill discipline for members of our discipline forces. They had genuine cause of concern, formal ways to address these concerns, but it was taken out of context, out of scale, and that created and exacerbated the situation where our people resorted to lawlessness. Not all, but a few parts of our city faced duress, stress, rioting, and lawlessness. But I just want to also thank, from the outset, the good citizens of our country. Today we saw bubble almost bursting, so to speak, but the greater resolve of citizens to bring back normalcy prevail in our city and prevail in our country. I just want to say thank you very much to the greater majority of Papua New Guineans in all parts of our country who were able to put in great restraint against social media encouragements, against negative spins that rioting, protest, destruction, looting must be the way to go to achieve a certain outcome. Whatever the outcome is by those who are spinning those in the public domain. I want to say thank you very much to every citizen. Last night was stressful. I could understand when situations got out of hand. They were looting in certain parts of our city, but also in the midst of those lootings, good news emerged. Certain members of our community also tried their very best to protect and to stop the spread of what happened yesterday. And I want to thank the greater part of our country who allowed goodness to prevail in the midst of what could have been an ugly situation yesterday and today. I want to also say thank you very much to the members of the Royal Company Constabulary right across the length and breadth of our country. Of course, there were issues here with the Moresby-based command in the National Capital District and Central Command. There was an apparent breakdown, but the greater resolve for members of our PNG Royal Constabulary nationwide must be commended. I thank the Lay Command. I thank all other regional commands who were able to stand fast to their uniform, to their loyalty and oath of office. They were able to ensure our country didn't see spread of lawlessness, spread of protest, and spread of contest. I want to thank members of parliament. Today they came big, especially ministers of cabinet. We sat long into the day. We did await the National Security Advisory Council to convene. They did convene. They offered recommendation to the National Security Committee, National Security Council rather. We convened, and a recommendation was proposed under a cabinet paper, and cabinet just concluded in decisions that were made by cabinet. And I want to read out the decisions that we made today up in cabinet, and I have cabinet ministers here with me who give the country confidence that it was a decision made in totality. Using provisions of Constitution, Section 226, today we call for a state of emergency for 14 days in our nation's capital. There were recommendations for outside forces to come in or for us to seek help elsewhere, but we decided that under the provisions of Section 226 of our Constitution, as well as the constitutional provision that we utilized yesterday to get police to come in Section 204 of Constitution, to get defense to come in to assist our police in the fallout. We thought this is sufficient for the moment. We have over 1,000 men from Defense Force ready on standby to come in and work under state of emergency laws within the next 14 days to step in wherever necessary to contain any situations that may arise going forward into the future. Acting Deputy Commissioner of Police, Mr. Yamasoli, was appointed controller, and in the same appointment, the Commissioner of Police was suspended for 14 days. until we get in the same period where the state emergency is run. We have appointed Chief Secretary of State as well as Secretary of the Department of Justice. We'll assemble a team of 5 to conduct a holistic review as to what happened yesterday. Administrative review, as well as the administrative review will give room for criminal investigation also into conduct that took place yesterday. I want to inform the country there were evidence of organized rioting that took place yesterday. Evidence of organized rioting that took place yesterday. Where that organization came from, that investigation will ascertain. Whilst the police in general had a general cause of concern, there were organized people behind the scene who organized rioting, and that started the entire process. We'll look into where that organization and where that support came from. Full administrative as well as criminal investigation will take place. We'll go through this one. State emergency will be under the command of Deputy Police Commissioner, now Acting Police Commissioner Moresby. We've also in the same edition appointed Assistant Police Commissioner Samson Kua to step up to Acting Deputy Police Commissioner Special Operations, and he will assume the role that Deputy Commissioner Moresby used to occupy. In the same edition, we also asked for us to do a holistic review. We've suspended Finance Secretary, we've suspended Treasury Secretary, we've suspended Department of Personal Management Secretary. It is not good enough. Operating agencies do not get to work proper. That has caused us distress, or that has given us distress. And in the process, Deputy Secretary Uwari at the Treasury becomes Acting Secretary Treasury, Deputy Secretary Nukutu becomes Acting Secretary Finance, and Deputy Secretary for DPM, Public Service Minister, are you here? Deputy Secretary Vele becomes Acting Secretary for Department of Personal Management, and as the heads of these agencies and departments step aside, the next 14 days, the administrative review into what took place, including looking at police, looking at treasury, looking at finance, looking at personal management, thinking. So we ensure this sort of thing does not happen again. But more importantly, we secure democracy, we secure rule of law, we secure good administration of respective public service organizations, including our discipline forces, so that this sort of thing does not happen again. This is not the first time members of our discipline forces have gone rogue. We had one, I think, in 2018 on our national parliament. We had incidents of past where sporadic incidents of ill discipline in our police force, in our defense force, in our CIS, as well as public services taking place. I want to indicate to our country, enough is enough. Enough is enough. We will get to work. If you're a disciplined force member, all I am mobilizing grade 12 students to be trained to take your place if you step out of line. Enough grade 12 graduates in our country who are looking for jobs. Enough university students in our country who are looking for jobs. Enough college graduates in our country who are looking for jobs. You have sworn your loyalty to the oath. There are ways to deal with grievances. You don't get out there under 3 and protest. That is not the way discipline forces will operate. Today I will be charging, and later today I'll be charging the State of Emergency Controller, Moresby, to restore order in our police force once and for all. Restore order in our police force once and for all. We're ready to unbundle over 500 policemen. We've trained 9 months into training them in Bomana right now. This will be unbundled and placed into areas we feel discipline has caused redundancy, or discipline has created patient vacancies. And I just want to appeal to every one of you. Go back to work, listen to order, respond to directions from your superior, and let's bring our country back to normalcy. We have enough rogue elements in our system for too long. Don't think James Marape is going anywhere. Yesterday when this place was under almost house arrest, I wasn't running away. I wasn't showing any panic. I was here every step of the way. And you're dealing with this man. You're not dealing with anyone. I'm not going to run away from this place. You want to change government? Change it on the floor of parliament. That's not using my people to create lawlessness and recklessness. This is the way it should be. We'll be ordering a full investigation to sponsors of what took place yesterday. At the department head level, we're making those suspensions and investigation will run its course. And everyone who have committed an offense under our country's laws will pay the price for the offenses that they made. All right, thank you very much. That's all for today. Marape, please relay the message to our country.
No,